YouTubers, it's me, Pretty Kitty, and today I'm just gonna chat with you guys since it's been a while since I've actually done a full-on video. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna be trying this. It was from my Tokyo Treats thing. I actually don't remember what it is, but I do know it's orange flavored. At least I'm assuming that because there's an orange on it. Anyway, but just a little update. I have been struggling for a bit, and honestly, it's been kind of hard. I had lost my job, which I'm just gonna tell you what it was instead of calling it Mama's Pizza, since I don't work there anymore. It's Domino's. I'm still not gonna use the real people's names though, because I do not have their permission to use their names. So, but I was fired there due to my anxiety attacks, and one night a driver, let me think, what should I call him? I'm gonna call him the man, because he is the one, like, there's only two drivers there that I respect, I appreciate, and are the best drivers ever. There is the goat, which I actually drew a picture of him as a half goat man, because that's what everyone calls him there, is the goat, because he is goat. He is the man. But we're gonna call the first person the man, the other one the goat, which also, it does also start with the same letter as his name. Anywho, the man saw that I was like not okay, and I was basically freaking out and having a hard time breathing because I was having an anxiety attack. So, and when I'm like that, honestly, if you tell me to, when I'm like that, if you tell me to jump off a bridge, I'm gonna do it without even thinking about it when I'm in that state. Like, I don't think a whole lot, like, because it's mainly because, like, my brain is on, like, 50 other things freaking out. And the thing is, I'm a CSR there, not a manager. There was no manager on shift. Wait, yeah, there was. But there's been several times where I've ran a shift by myself. There was actually only one time I ran a whole shift, not just part. Most of the time I run a shift for like 3 to 5 hours at max. And then an actual manager comes in, and then we finish up the rest of the shift. There's only been one shift where I have ran a shift by myself completely. And I'm not a manager. But they want me to be a manager, but not be a manager, because they get mad at me when I start taking initiative and acting like a manager. Sorry, I'm trying to drink this while also talking to you guys, but it's so weird. I think there's seeds in this. Is this even good anymore? Oh, those are oranges. Oh. I don't know if it's just because it's old or just because it's gross. It does not taste very good. It doesn't even really have an orange taste. It has like the pupils from the oranges, but no. That's a big fat no. We're not finishing that. Hey, back to what I was talking about. Anyways, back to what I was saying about the shift. So, whenever I'm having an anxiety attack, I can't think straight. Literally. So the man saw that, and bless his heart, he decided to try to help me calm down and told me to get in his car. Like I said, when I'm in that state, I don't think straight. And literally, if you told me to jump off a bridge while I'm like that, I would. If you told me to go drive a car without a license, I would. Because I'm not thinking about the moment. I'm thinking about 50 other things. Some of it at work, some of it at home. And honestly, I was going through a moment because I've been struggling for a while because my work Domino's was complete poo. I am trying not to cuss in here. Because one, they started cutting my hours without letting me know why. To the point where I had to start digging into my savings to pay for rent, electric, my phone bill, my storage unit, all that. And they didn't tell me why. And they were giving, and they kept telling me because they didn't want overtime and all this and that. They were cutting my hours to 13, 18, 16, 23. I was practically working part-time. And the thing is, I don't drive yet. I have my learner's permit, but I don't drive yet. So, and I kept asking for more hours. I kept being like, hey, is there another store I could pick up? This and that. And there was actually 2 opportunities I had to pick up at the Edgewood Domino's. But I think the manager there, when he heard it was me that was coming over, because I'm gonna call him Zorro, because in my profile and my his contacts I have a picture of him as Zorro. I used to have a crush on him a while back ago. That was obliterated when 2 co-workers that no longer work there told them I liked him because I thought they were joking. They asked me if I wanted them to tell him. Me thinking it was a joke because I've had people joke say, "Oh, I'll tell him for you," but never actually do. So I go, "Sure," and they actually did. And I lost interest after this because the fact that this comment that he made. He said that he refuses to go out with a girl that doesn't even have the courage. Well, he didn't say courage. He said other words that I'm not going to say, and basically attacked my insecurities about my looks. That statement made me realize that all he cares about is looks and approachability. And I had my reasons why I didn't approach him myself. I mean, throughout my life, I have been rejected by families, by friends, by guys I've liked in the past, to the point where I'm too terrified to even approach someone physically. Now, my boyfriend, I was only able to approach him because it was virtual, and it was much easier. I was extremely anxious when Haley decided to have us meet at Walmart without my consent. But I'm so thankful for it, though. Guess not, I got my cuddle there. Sorry, I had a moment of weakness. Hey, back to the Domino's story I was saying. But they kept cutting my hour to where I was getting $200 to $300 a week. Not enough to live on, especially when you're paying rent that's, I'm just going to round it up to the next hundredth place, $700. Plus, on top of that, paying for electric by yourself because you're 2 dumb roommates. Dumb, racist roommates. Oh, yeah, they're racist. I found this out when they made a very racist comment. Ooh, I'm so glad Brandon was there because I don't know how I would have handled that. Because they tried to pull some BS on me saying that I needed to clean, which there was nothing really wrong with the place. All it really needed was sweeping, mopping, and vacuuming, which I couldn't sweep or mop because they threw away the mop and my broom. But they tried to pull some BS on me saying that there was a cleaning fine that I would have to pay. And I told them there wasn't. That's what the deposit is for. And they're like, "Aren't you American? Don't you know how to read?" After they said that, I actually thought, maybe I missed that. I looked it over again. It says it takes it out of the deposit. In the form, it says that, yes, there is a cleaning fee if it is dirty, but it's taken out of the deposit that is given. Anyways, back to download. Sorry, my ADHD. I haven't had my medicine in a minute, and my ADHD is like going brr. Anyway, so the man took me on a drive. I didn't realize where I was at the time being until halfway through the ride, when I finally started calming down and thinking rationally. I realized I was at a hotel because he was dropping off a pizza to a hotel room. And I'm like, wait, shoot, I'm not at work. He's like, just chill, right? I took you for a ride. I'm like, oh, right, yeah. He's like, you need to breathe. And I'm like, chilling, cool. I'm like, well, wait, what did I call her? Hold on. Gigi is the GM. Who's the DM? Sassafras. Sassafras. Because Gigi is in Las Vegas on a 2-week vacation with one of our other managers as well as one of our drivers. And the manager that she took with her is also her husband. Which I honestly don't know what. Like, it's literally pointless having him work there. Mainly because they work the same shifts. We do not need 3 managers. Because typically it's Gigi, her husband, and then one other manager. They come as a pair. And that's pointless. That's literally useless. Like, if you're gonna have your husband work with you, you're gonna hire him, have him work a reasonable shift. Don't have him be with you all the time. That's pathetic. That makes you look pathetic. And Gigi, if you watch this is me being nice. I'm not actually saying things that are mean right now. If you think that is, you have not seen what I actually have to say. I'm not gonna do that on the internet. I'm just stating some facts. I'm not gonna speak my mind on the internet because honestly, I am kind of scared that I'm either gonna get demonetized or Domino's is gonna sue me. And it's only the one off in the Florence Turfway. The Turfway Road in Florence, Domino's. All the other ones, at least that I've seen of so far, because they're all owned by different people, they're actually pretty good. Friendly people, actually cooperate each other. This one off of Turfway in Florence, I have some funny stories, some stories that are stupid, some stories that just make me And since I never really got to able to tell those before, I'm going to start telling them. Not in this video though, but I'm going to continue with what I was saying. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So the man, I realized what I was doing, and Sassafras texted me telling me that if I don't return to the store, which I didn't know she was there, if I don't return to the store in the next 5 minutes, which I was in a car with a driver, because he apparently had to go back, get a drink or something that he left there, and I was just like so out of it that I didn't think about, oh, let me get out of the car and go back inside and work. I didn't think of that. I was just like so blank. My mind was like, die. Literally. Anyways, she said, don't bother coming back at all. And I'm there freaking out, which doesn't help with the fact that I had just, literally, 15 minutes prior, I had an anxiety attack. Oh, and take a note, I do, technically speaking, I have this on the papers. I have a mental disability for anxiety, depression, and PTSD. I also have other issues, but is ADHD considered a mental disability? I can't remember. I know those 3 are, but I can't remember if ADHD counts. Anywho. And the thing is, they're all aware of that, because I've mentioned that several times. Sometimes I even joke about it. Because I have to fight off my insecurities Especially when they don't help and make it worse because they think, oh, she's not saying anything, so it doesn't hurt her. Yes, it does. When you make jokes when I say I'm special and you go, with an ad, that actually hurts. Or when you call me a screw up as a joke, it hurts. I don't say anything because I was afraid of losing my job. Anyway, so I get back, and the man tells me that he will explain to Sassafras about the whole situation, how he kidnapped me, because that's what he referred to it as, kidnapping me. And I told him not to worry about it, because she's not going to give two hoots about it. I didn't say hoots, but I'm not going to say the word I actually said. Those of you that know, you know. Because I know this woman. This woman, she does not care about the customer, unless they're paying. She does not care about her employees or their well-being. All she cares about is the money she makes in her pocket. Same with Gigi as well. She could care less. You can steal 5 sodas. As long as it doesn't mess up her money flow, she doesn't care. You can make 15 pizzas and not pay for them. As long as it doesn't affect her paycheck, she doesn't care. And I know this because there's been several times I've ran a shift by actually I wasn't running the shift, but I was in the store by myself, getting in front counter, getting the oven, running like 5 to 15 orders by myself, getting the window, doing oven, trying to get the drivers to take their deliveries because everyone, all 5 of our drivers, our 2 or 3 managers, how many we have, are all outside smoking weed. And yes, I will rat them out on that. And that is just out of pure pettiness. Because, honestly, none of them should be smoking weed on shift. Half the time they're high during their shift. Because they're outside. And they take advantage of the fact that I don't smoke. To the point where I actually picked up vaping just so I had an excuse to go outside and have a break. Because I never got any break. And if I sat down for a minute, I got yelled at and was told to go clean or help out with orders when there was literally one order on the screen and they can handle it themselves. Anyway, I wasn't gonna care. I told the man not to worry about telling Sassafras about it because she's not gonna give 2 hoots. Well, he still insisted on doing that. And because he said something, she yelled at me, told me there's no excuse. She didn't say exactly, but she basically said that there's no excuse for me to have an anxiety attack. She said that there's no excuse for me to step outside and have a mental breakdown every 5 minutes. Which after she said that, because a week prior, she said that I was constantly having an anxiety attack or a mental breakdown, which factor in. I never had those until I started working at Domino's. Never once had them until my first 6 months at Domino's. Never had them, ever. Until I started working there. If that says anything for you. Well, I think it was ridiculous because I'm like, I don't have it every time. My boyfriend pointed out to me that when I get extremely upset, I do have the tendency of blacking out. So I took that into account. So I talked to my coworkers and asked them, I'm like, hey, do I step outside a lot? Do I have mental breakdown and anxiety? Everyone said no. Yes, every once in a while, not, but it's not as much as what Gigi and Sassafras were saying I was having. It was very minor. Not that many at all. And so she started yelling at me, and I started having a mini attack, which I can handle a mini attack. But it's still hard. And I did attempt something. I took 7 pain pills. Luckily, on the grace of God, nothing happened other than the fact that I felt dizzy and nauseous. Because after I calmed down a bit, I realized I didn't want to go that way. But Domino's. If anyone from Domino's is watching, care about your employees. I almost offed myself. Unalived myself. Because you didn't care about me. You literally dragged me through the mud, caused me financial struggle. Oh, and by the way, when you fired me without letting me know, you didn't let me know anything. I actually had to come inside and be like, hey, why didn't I get an email about work? Which, the only reason why I did that is because I've worked there for 2 years. My first year and a half, never received an email about the schedule. I always had to take a picture of the physical schedule. Actually, no, longer than that, because within the past 3 months, we actually had an email, of the schedule, which I never got that before. Well, when I didn't get it, I thought, oh, maybe they're going back to the old ways where they don't send the schedule. That's what I thought. Because when I first started working there, they didn't send the schedule. So I go in there. They didn't tell me I was fired. Nothing. Didn't give me a word or anything. So they literally, after I got fired, not even a week later, became homeless. So, thank you, Gigi and Sassafras. You know who you are. It's your fault for cutting my hours and firing me for no good reason and not caring about your employees. It's a bunch of malarkey. Don't ask why. I meant to say malarkey. I was gonna say BS, but I was trying not to say the cuss word because I'm trying not to get them demonetized on here. Oh, it just feels good to express this. Oh, and also, by the way, I am going to have comments off on this, because, honestly, me doing this video is just to, one, give me an excuse to get rid of this, get this out of the fridge, and two, just to vent a little bit, because I was homeless for about 3-4 weeks. I tried to find, and I literally just started a new job. I'm just gonna call it, because honestly, so far, I know this is only my second day, but it's actually pretty good. Marco's Pizza. I've heard that they don't really advertise themselves very much. So I want to take this opportunity to advertise them because, alright, at Frisch's and Domino's, neither of them treated me as well when I first started there as Marco's is. La Rosa's, they treated me very well. I love La Rosa's. I miss working there. The people were nice. The management actually cared about their employees. The customers didn't always. Well, I've only had one cranky customer, honestly, but he got his just served by the mother. I still remember that. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a core memory. And if you have, I'm probably just gonna go over work stories on another video another time. But yeah, so Marco's Pizza, they, unlike Domino's, they actually use fresh ingredients. And, oh my gosh, this is my favorite part. Alright, at Domino's, all of the produce there is prepackaged. There's been times where I've opened up green peppers, or onions, or or even the ham. And when I open it, it's all slimy. And there was one time I got in trouble because I threw away a whole container of green pepper because it was slimy. They said it's still usable. Would you want to eat something that's slimy? I mean, yeah, when you cook it through, the slime gets burned off, but still. No. At Marco's, which I love this, they take it to your own judgment, which my grandfather, he is a master gardener. He likes to brag about that, so I'm going to brag about it for him on here. He actually has a certificate, which I didn't know you could get a certificate for being a master gardener, but learn something new every day. But yeah, so he's a master gardener, and he's taught me quite a bit, more than I would like to know, honestly. Yeah, there's been times where I just like was sitting, chilling on my phone, playing some sort of game, and he'll come over and give me some random fact that I'm like, oh, cool. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't really care, but thank you. Like how apples are grafted, for example, but that's completely off the topic. So, but my grandpa has taught me quite a bit about vegetables and fruits, and so I know well enough when green peppers or onions. I don't know about ham and meats. I'm pretty sure meats are not supposed to be slimy. But anyways, but when fruit or vegetable are slimy like that, they are not edible. Domino's will still feed them that to their customers. It could be expired, and they'll still feed it as long as it looks good. They'll just change out the date on it, make it look like it was newer. Disgusting. Marcos, however, they alright. I feel bad about throwing them out though, because I mean I could have cut it off, but there were some vegetables and fruit that were bad. But they encouraged me to throw out the bad stuff and only keep the good stuff. And they literally everything they use is fresh. The only thing that isn't fresh, and I think it's because how it's like based off the taste of it is I think it's steamed. It's the mushrooms, but they're so good. Like I mean, I don't have the strength to get it. Do I? Nope. Alright, I'm eating a Marco's pizza. So, but honestly, this is another pizza place I enjoy eating. Snappy's is still gonna be on the top though for me. I mean, I grew up with that. I know I'm not actually 100% sure, but I know theirs is probably not the freshest. But Marco please replaces La Rosa's, so it goes on to number 2. Number 3 is La Rosa's. I just don't like their thin pizzas. I like their hand toss and thick. But no on the thin. Anywho. But yeah, I just want to advertise Marco's Pizza, and apparently they have some sort of deal of $9.99 or whatnot. Magnifico pepperoni pizza, I think it is. They had like several different Magnificos pizzas. They have a Magnifico sausage, Magnifico deluxe. Wait, do they have a No, they can't, because there's the big 3 cheese. But there's like different deals they have, and I'll have to find them out and let you guys know. I'm going to use this opportunity to advertise them, and if they don't appreciate that, well, it's too late. I already have this video on here. Anyways, that is all for me today. Thank you for letting me try this disgustingness. I don't know if it's because it was old, because I mean, it is old. Just don't know. I don't remember how old though. That's the thing. I don't know if it's like 1 or 2 months old. Well, it's more than 1. So it's 2 or 3 months old, or if it's like 2 years old. Wait, no, I've never gotten this 2 years ago. So this has to be less than a year, but more than 2 months. So at the minimum 2 months, the maximum 1 year. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just gabbling right now. So yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and do whatever else you do on YouTube to me, Pretty Kitty. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys liked it. You guys have a wonderfully blessed day. See you guys next time.